That period of time wasting last year, time wasting for the time wasting, watching movies, endless movies, and what are you doing with your day is gone. So you got this. You got this. So welcome back to my channel. It is Vicky. I'm here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to make the most out of your day in 2024. It's high time we maximize our fullest potential and not sit on our gifts and talents. So let's get into it. So tip number 1, be intentional with your time. That period of time wasting last year, time wasting for the time wasting, watching movies, endless movies, and what are you doing with your day is gone. So be intentional with your time. Yes, keep a record of where your time is going. I love the app that they have on the iPhone, basically, whereby you can see how where you spend so much time on, how much you're spending on social media, how much you're spending on all these other apps on your phone, how much you're spending on conversations, so you can really track your time. No more time wasting. Schedule your time. Be intentional. Is this conversation really going to build me forward? It's really high time we're intentional of our time, because time is of essence and time is just running. It's going super quick and super fast. So it's time for us to really evaluate where our time is going. So be intentional with your time in order to maximize your day. When you're scheduling and allocating time in your day, be like, I'm spending 30 minutes on cooking, I'm spending 20 minutes on relaxation, or whatever it is, because literally every single minute, every single second is useful. So you don't want to find yourself time wasting. So that is tip number 1. Be intentional with your time. So number 2, start your day early. I cannot emphasize this enough. You need to start your day early. Yes, that is really a fact, because if you don't start your day early, time is gone. Wake up early, be productive. I understand sometimes we work like late evening, sometimes I work through to midnight, but you really have to push yourself. You really have to fight to wake up early. 7 hours should be enough. Get up and be productive. So wake up early. You have more to your day. If you wake up at 12, the day's already gone. What, are you going to be up for 24 hours? Then when are you going to get sleep? So wake up early. Be like, I'm going to wake up early. Have a plan in place. So that is really, really important. That is something I've seen, like waking up early really makes you maximize your day. If you're already up by 6, you know by 12 you already achieved so much of the day. By 3 you really exhausted your day, so now you can take a bit of a break, and then you have the evening. So really utilize your day. Number 3, reduce or eliminate unnecessary activities. Yes, we all have unnecessary activities sometimes that we do. Like, yes, you might want to go into social media to like explore what's out there, see some inspo. That's well and good, but minimize the time. Maybe do that when you're on the train, for instance, or on your way to work. Obviously, if you're driving, it's not going to be really possible, is it? But there are things that we can reduce or eliminate. For instance, we're not saying don't have a social life, yes, but in moderation. Make adjustments. If you're really wanting something, you really have to sacrifice, you really have to prioritize and be like, I want this and I'm going to have to make it work. So that is it. It goes back to the first point, being intentional with your time, but just eliminate unnecessary activities that you know that are not really significant for your growth, both spiritually and in your career and advancement as a person. So number 4, limit social media consumption. I know you were like, oh, I knew you're gonna bring that up, but it's really, really important. You can't spend hours and hours scrolling through reels, TikTok videos. This is where your time is going. I remember in 2020, I had TikTok. I went through, I was scrolling through reels, and I was trying to do a video, and the whole day was gone, the whole day. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this again. It's good to go on there to get like inspo, like inspo and stuff. But then, you could be making videos, you could be maximizing the things that you want to do in that time that you are like always on social media. So limit your social media consumption. You can't spend hours on reels and reels and reels, and 3 hours you spent on social media. Do you know what 3 hours could do for your day? Do you know, if you spend 3 hours on your business, if you spend 3 hours revising, if you spend 3 hours on your next big project, how far you would be advancing? So we're not saying eliminate it, but we're just saying limit it, because obviously there's also good benefits with social media. Like, for example, if you want to learn new skills and stuff like this, then an inspiration, then, but it's limiting that, and going back again to my first point, being intentional. So, and also there's that app, yeah, that I wanted to talk about. There's an app or something like that. I remember my friend was using it, and to find out that on the iPhone or on the Android, basically you can, for example, I think put a setting that after 30 minutes or 20 minutes, if you've utilized your social media consumption for a specific app in the day, then you can't use it anymore. That is really, really good if you're really struggling. I think I would suggest doing a detox, like doing a big detox. I did like, and now I've done an 8 month detox once from Instagram, and really after that I've been able to like not just, I can delete Instagram for 2 months or whatever and then come back on it. So I think it's really being disciplined with yourself. And I remember when I did that a couple of years ago, I deleted Snapchat permanently because I didn't have a need for it. But like with Instagram, I still have a need for it, but in moderation. So you got this, you got this. Okay, so number 5 is meal prep. You didn't think of that one. Yes, meal prep can save you a lot of time. It really does save you a lot of time, meal prep. Like, because if you think about meal prepping, like you're saving a lot of time on cooking food. So, for example, if you cook the day before and you have your packed lunch dinner for the next day, you don't have cooking, which means you might spare like what, maybe 2 hours that you may spare. I don't know how long you take for cooking, but I assume a bit like an hour. And then obviously washing up and all that stuff. But obviously, if you have meal preppers already in container, just washing up and eating. So approximately, it's a rough estimate depending on who you are and stuff like this. But you can say that meal prepping is really, really good, because then you can like allocate more time to do things. I've also realized, for example, those times when I'm fasting, it's like, wow, a lot of time goes to food, cooking, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like a lot of time goes to doing those things. But if you now meal prep, then you have saved yourself a lot of time to do something else, to spend some time on something that you really enjoy, whether it's, you're passionate about this project you're starting, whether it's you're finishing off your education, whether it's you're preparing for work the next day, whatever it may be, whether you're focusing on your spiritual growth, spending some alone time with the Lord. I mean, there's plenty of things, but meal prepping can be very, very beneficial and very useful. And also, cook something that doesn't take longer than 30 minutes maybe. Or the other alternative is you can cook them. Obviously there's so much that you can store, but maybe cook for the next 2 days. So already that you're saving a lot of time. One additional point that I didn't mention, but is like working out. Working out can really, really help to maximize your day, because you get more energetic, you have more energy. I realized when I was like revising for my exams and stuff, like going for these workout classes really helped me to be more productive, and they had more energy. I would usually go in the morning. I prefer the morning, but this is where you need to know yourself better. For me, I'm like, end of the day, I'm tired, I've exhausted all my energy, but in the morning, it's like a energy booster. So it's an energy booster, and then I maximize everything that I need today. But those are just a few tips. And so share some of your tips in the comments below of what can really maximize your day. How do you make the most out of your day? What other tips are there that I might have not mentioned? Anyways, with that said, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, it doesn't take that long. Just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video to someone who needs to really maximize the productiveness in this 2024. Okay, we are not about to stay on the same level that we were at last year. It is not happening. So we need to put those little steps one at a time. So yes, God bless, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.